Okay, so now that we have learned a little bit about LEDs, we are going to teach you how to use an LED in an application. I'm sure you have seen and used a traffic light before, and now we are going to teach you how to build your very own traffic light stand. The female to male wire over here. Okay, so female to male, and you should have 4 of such wires. Next, you're going to need, of course, your Arduino. You are going to need this little contraption. So this is a pre-built, prefabricated green, yellow, red LED stand. Alright, so if you see here, you're going to see ground, red, yellow, green. Pretty self-explanatory over here. Next, you're going to need 2 screws and 2 nuts. You're going to need a traffic light stand, like so. Now, this traffic light stand, you're just going to slot it in later on after you finish building it, like this. And it'll stand up pretty much like so. Okay, so first, what we're going to do is that we are going to connect the 4 leads. Alright, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to put the female connectors in like this and like so. Okay, so just going to connect it like this. Now, what we need to do is we need to slot these 4 wires through this rectangular hole over here. Okay, so it's going to go like this, and these 4 wires are going to go at the back so that we hide the wires, and it's going to look a little bit neater than this. Okay, so squeeze your wires through the hole. After you have the 4 wires through the back, what you're going to do is that you're going to tighten up these 2 holes with the 2 screws and 2 nuts. Okay, so you just slot this through in here like so. Secure it with a nut at the back. Slot the other screw through and secure it at the back like so as well. Okay, so now these 4 wires will have to be joined up to the outputs of your Arduino over here. Now, the codes, which I will show you how to create soon, goes like this. Alright, 5, 6, 10 is connected to your green, yellow, red. I say again, 5, pin 5, 6 and 10 is connected to your green, yellow, red. And ground, of course, goes to ground. So let's do this right now. So let's connect the green, which is connected to the blue wire. So let's search for my blue wire. The blue wire goes to pin 5. So let's look for pin 5. Pin 5 is over here. Next, yellow is pin 6. So yellow is the purple. Let's stick it into pin 6. Red is, well, for the first time matching up red. It doesn't really need to be the same color, but it helps. So in this case, I just need to know that blue, purple and red is connected to my 5, 6, 10. But yours could be a yellow, yours could be a green, yours could be any other color. Okay, it doesn't matter. So red connects to pin 10. So let's stick it into pin 10. And lastly, my ground connects to ground. So ground is my brown wire. And I'm gonna connect it to ground like so. And lastly, I'm just gonna slot the bottom of my stand like this. And we have a traffic light. Now, What I'm going to teach you right here is to teach you how to code for the traffic light system that you have just built. Okay, so first of all, make sure that you have selected the correct board. In this case, we're using the Arduino Uno. So click. For me, I've not connected my Arduino Uno yet, so no devices found. That is fine. So make sure that you're on upload. Okay, your teacher would have pointed this out to you. Make sure that you're in upload mode, and when you're in upload mode, you can now pull out when Arduino starts up. So we want Arduino, when it starts up, to do something forever. So we go to control, pull out the forever loop, and right now I'm going to go back to Arduino Uno because I've connected my red, green, blue LEDs to pin 5, 6 and 10. So I'm going to go pull out set digital pin out. Now in this case it's 13, it's fine for now. Let me duplicate this, and let me duplicate this one more time for 5, 6, 10. Now you do not need to do this next step, but I'm going to do it because I am going to want to have a pedestrian light. So besides the 5, 6 and 10, I'm going to duplicate for pin 3 and 11. Okay, you can go ahead and do this if you want as well. So remember, 5, 6, 10 is green, yellow, red. Okay, 3, 11 is my green man walk, 11 is my red man stop. Okay, so let's start off with a green. So this goes high, my green light for the drivers goes high, but if the green light is high, it's on, means the red and yellow has to be off. And when the cars are going, the pedestrians have to stop. So pedestrians no go. And the red pedestrian light is on. Now let's say this turns on for maybe 4 seconds. Okay, so let's put the timing for 4 seconds. Now in the real world, of course, it's not going to be 4 seconds. It's going to be a lot longer than that. Your homework on the way home today is to go find out how long does the traffic light stay green for. Okay. Next, I'm going to copy this whole chunk over here. I'm going to right click, duplicate, and put it over here. Now if you follow the flow, you're going to have green light for the cars to go, and then after a while, after 4 seconds, it's going to switch to red. But before it switches to red, if you remember, a yellow comes out. Okay, so I'm going to put this green to a low. My yellow is going to go high, and my red is still going to be low. The pedestrians still do not walk. This is my green light for pedestrian off, red light for pedestrians on. But the yellow light to warn the drivers that the green is going to change to red is not going to be set for very long. So let's set it for maybe 1 second, just a quick 1 second. Okay, and now that the warning yellow is on for 1 second, I'm going to duplicate the whole chunk again, and for now I'm going to say, right, the cars will have to stop now. So the green light for the car remains off, the yellow goes off, and now the red goes on. Okay, the red light goes on to tell the drivers to stop. But when the drivers stop, that means the pedestrians can now walk. So the green man goes on and the red man goes low. And we'll probably allow the cars to go for another 4 seconds. Okay, so this is essentially the code that I'm looking at here. So let me go through one more time. When Arduino starts up,
the green light, the green traffic light for the cars is high, so the cars can go. That means the yellow and the red light is off. But if the cars are going, means the pedestrians have to stop. So the red light here stops, okay? And the green light is off, means red on, pedestrians stop. And before it changes to a red for the drivers, there is a quick yellow warning light. So the yellow is my pin 6, yellow goes high, green and red goes low, pedestrians still cannot walk, so the red is still high. And after this warning yellow, it changes now to a red. So red goes high now, while my green and yellow stays off. And now the pedestrians can walk, so the green goes high and the red goes low. And this also happens for 4 seconds. And once this finishes, it's going to loop back up and start from the beginning, since this is a forever loop. And there you have it. These are the codes. After you're done with this, make sure you click the connect button. You should have a device connected. Okay, just click connect. For me, I don't. It's fine. And after that, click upload code. And you should be able to see the traffic light work after this.
Okay, so now that it's powered up, we can now see the traffic light in action. Okay, so drivers have to stop, they'll stop, and then drivers can go. But there's going to be a short warning that, hey, you have to stop now. So this totally mimics the traffic light that we see on the roads. Drivers go, warning that you have to stop right now. Of course, I have reduced the timing so that for the purposes of learning, we can actually see it happening within a short period of time. In real world, the timing is going to be different. Okay, so on the way home today, whether you be in a car, a taxi, a bus, I want you to take note about the timings for the green, yellow, red, and know that you are able to build your very own traffic light stand after today's lesson. As an extension to this lesson, besides building the traffic light for the drivers, is of course you can build the signals for your pedestrians. So you can have a walk, and then when the traffic light turns green, it's a stop. Okay, so there are actually, and this is just a very simple traffic light for drivers, pedestrians, for a single lane. Of course, you can build a traffic light system for a cross junction, a T junction, and this can be actually scaled up by including a button to change the timing. For example, there is an elderly person who needs more time. You can press a button and then the timing will change for the traffic light system as well as the pedestrian system.